Welcome to the podcast series Organizational Psychology Insights by CareFor EAP, where we dive into knowledge from organizational psychology to support personal development, enhance well-being, and create a healthy, happy, and highly productive workforce. I am Hoon Kun, your host. In this podcast episode, we will explore the role of emotional intelligence skills in minimizing workplace conflicts. EQ not only helps individuals better understand their own emotions, but also fosters understanding, empathy, and the ability to manage the emotions of others. This is the key to building positive relationships, skillfully resolving conflicts, and moving towards a more collaborative and effective work environment. Our topic is EQ skills, the key to reducing conflict in organizations. According to research by CareFor 2020, unresolved conflicts cost American businesses approximately $359 billion annually. Resolving conflicts is not only critical for businesses, but also for the health of employees. Employees engaged in intense and contentious conflicts can face a range of mental and physical health issues, including weakened immune systems, depression, alcoholism, and eating disorders. In conflict resolution programs, experts at CareFor EAP often use a simulation inspired by a unique artwork, a white chessboard. This is the white chess set created by artist Yoko Ono in 1966, currently displayed at the Nobel Peace Center in Norway. Unlike a traditional chessboard with black and white pieces, this set features all white chess pieces. Yoko Ono's message is profound. When in conflict, we often perceive ourselves as standing on the opposite sides, yet in reality, we are much alike, all white pieces. As we engage in conflict, like the white pieces advancing on the board, we may lose track of what we've done, said, or aimed for. We start to blur the lines between ally and opponent, sinking deeper into a chaos of emotions and insecurity. Worst of all, we sometimes exploit others' vulnerabilities to vent our personal frustrations, all under the guise of righteous motives. It is evident that workplace conflict is inevitable and can arise at any level within an organization. However, if managed effectively, conflict can become a driving force for organizational growth. Thus, conflict management is indispensable in corporate governance, especially for senior executives. The emotion-centered model of job stress highlights the critical role emotions play in workplace conflicts and the stress associated with them. This can be understood through the following perspectives. First, workplace conflicts such as disagreements with colleagues or criticism act as a negative stimuli that trigger stress. If employees perceive these conflicts as personal or impactful, negative emotions begin to arise, marking the root cause of stress. Next, the model suggests that when faced with conflicts, emotions such as anger, anxiety, or frustration surface first. These emotions are powerful because they determine reactions to conflict. Employees may choose to confront, avoid, or resolve the conflict depending on their emotional response. And stress intensity. These emotions directly influence how stressful the conflict feels to the employee. And thirdly, emotions leading to behaviors and consequences. How employees manage their emotions can lead to different outcomes. Either poor emotional management may result in lashing out at colleagues or reduce work performance, which are negative behaviors, or effective emotional management enables employees to address the issue constructively or regulate their emotions to prevent long-term impact, or positive behaviors. Unresolved negative emotions can lead to psychological stress, so difficulty concentrating, negative thinking, and feelings of burnout. Physical stress like headaches, insomnia, and weakened physical health, or behavioral stress like inappropriate actions, decreased productivity, and avoidance of responsibilities. Based on this model, the ability to understand one's own emotions and those of others, coupled with effective emotional management or emotional intelligence, is the key to resolving conflicts and mitigating the negative effects on mental health and physical well-being within teams. By enhancing EQ, organizations can empower employees to transform conflicts into opportunities for growth and collaborations. Welcome back to the podcast Organizational Psychology Insights by CareFor EAP. EQ, or emotional intelligence, is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage emotions in oneself and others. This skill has garnered increasing attention from researchers in the field of organizational psychology. Numerous studies have shown that individuals with high EQ are better equipped to handle complex situations, build deeper relationships, and effectively manage workplace conflicts. A study by Zhang and colleague in 2015 revealed that employees with strong EQ skills often adopt more effective conflict resolution strategies, including the following styles. Integrating style. Individuals with high EQ tend to focus on finding win-win solutions. All parties involved collaborate actively to identify an optimal resolution for everyone. This approach resolves conflicts effectively without damaging bilateral relationships. Next is compromising style. High EQ individuals also often use compromise as a conflict resolution strategy. This style involves both parties making partial concessions to reach a common solution. It enables quick conflict resolution without consuming excessive time on disputes. And dominating style. Interestingly, individuals with high EQ also utilize a dominating style when resolving conflict. This means that they are steadfast in defending their viewpoints while effectively persuading others to consider their perspective. This leadership trait allows employees to remain firm in decision-making when dealing with disagreements within the team. Through these approaches, emotional intelligence proves to be a vital tool in navigating workplace dynamics and fostering a productive, harmonious environment. On the contrary, employees who lack strong EQ skills often choose less effective conflict resolution styles, such as obliging style. These individuals are willing to sacrifice their own interests or set aside personal opinions to minimize conflict and maintain relationships. However, this can lead to suppressed dissatisfaction or anger, potentially causing unforeseen long-term consequences. Avoiding style. Employees who are not equipped with EQ skills also tend to avoid conflicts by steering clear of or delaying addressing the issue, refusing to confront it directly. This approach leaves problems unresolved, fostering lingering dissatisfaction and increasing team stress. So, why is EQ closely tied to conflict resolution styles? The study explains that EQ offers the following benefits during conflict resolution. First, it enhances empathy. EQ enables individuals to understand their own emotions as well as of others. This fosters a clearer understanding of perspectives while allowing individuals to put themselves in others' shoes, facilitating solutions that benefit all parties. Next is strengthening persuasion. Since EQ is closely linked to the effective use of emotions, individuals with high EQ can persuade others by understanding their emotions and needs. This helps them propose solutions that align with their colleagues' needs. Improving problem-solving skills. Emotions significantly impact cognition and decision-making. Individuals with strong EQ can effectively manage their emotions, enabling them to think and resolve conflicts rationally, logically, and efficiently. By cultivating EQ, organizations can empower employees to navigate conflicts constructively, fostering healthier relationships and improved team dynamics. listening to the podcast Organizational Psychology Insights by CareFor EAP. The event, known as the Miracle on the Hudson, offers a powerful lesson in emotional intelligence, particularly in handling conflict and high-pressure situations. On January 15, 2009, when Captain Jeslie B. Sully Sullenberger ability to remain calm, focused, and in control of the situation. For Captain Jeslie B. Sully Sullenberger and the rest of the crew, January 15, 2009 started as an ordinary day. The flight was expected to be a routine journey from New York City to Charlotte, much like the thousands of flights Sullenberger had completed before. But just minutes after takeoff, disaster struck. A flock of geese collided with the aircraft, disabling both engines and instantly threatening the lives of the crew and the 155 passengers on board. At this moment, most people would have panicked, but Sully did not. Against all odds, within just 208 seconds of losing power, Sullenberger and First Officer Jeff Skillis safely landed the plane on the Hudson River near Manhattan. All passengers survived in what became famously known as the Miracle on the Hudson. Without a doubt, Sullenberger, Skillis, and the other crew members felt fear in those critical moments after the bird strike. Yet they were scared, but none of them panicked. The Miracle on the Hudson stands as a remarkable lesson in emotional intelligence, a critical skill not only in life and death situations, but also in managing everyday stress and conflict in the workplace and beyond. In this crisis, Sully and the crew exemplified the core principles of EQ, self-awareness, and emotional self-regulation. Rather than succumbing to the surge of adrenaline and uncontrollable anxiety, Sully was able to recognize his emotions and prevent them from clouding his judgment. The ability to control emotions during high-stress moments is invaluable, not only in life or death situations, but also in resolving daily workplace conflicts and challenges in life. Self-awareness and emotional regulation in conflict resolution. When faced with conflicts or unexpected challenges, our natural emotional reactions often lead us to panic, which can result in rushed decisions and escalate the situation. Like Sully's crew, being aware of our emotions allows us to recognize the fear of stress rising during conflicts or challenges. Furthermore, the ability to self-regulate emotions helps us regain control and focus on constructive solutions. In a workplace, conflicts often arise from misunderstandings, unmet expectations, or high-stress environments. The ability to manage our emotional state can prevent situations from escalating. Instead of reacting impulsively, leaders and employees can utilize emotional intelligence skills to step back, assess the situation, and make thoughtful, solution-oriented decisions. Staying focused. Just like Sully, who concentrated on critical tasks to save everyone on board, we also need to develop emotional intelligence skills to maintain focus and clarity when dealing with stressful or conflicting situations. Understanding the emotions of others helps resolve workplace disputes by focusing on shared goals even in the most challenging circumstances. Applying emotional intelligence in daily conflicts. Emotional intelligence isn't just applicable in life or death situations. It's a crucial skill for resolving conflicts at work and in life. Whether it's a misunderstanding with a colleague, disagreements on a group project, or personal challenges, self-awareness, emotional regulation, and empathy are key to finding solutions without letting emotions escalate the situation. By identifying our emotions, accepting the situation, and staying focused and clear-headed instead of being driven by emotions, we can avoid panic and handle conflicts more effectively. Just as Sully's calm leadership saved lives that day, the ability to manage emotions during conflicts can help us achieve peaceful resolution and foster stronger relationships at work and in life. Welcome back to the podcast series Organizational Psychology Insights by CareFor EAP, where we dive into knowledge from organizational psychology to support personal development, enhance well-being, and create a healthy, happy, and highly productive workforce. I am Hoon Kun, your host. Research shows that EQ skills can be improved through effective strategies. This brings us to the question that many organizations are concerned about. How can we enhance employees' EQ skills in conflict resolution? We can refer to the 4 EQ skills modeled by Mayer and Salovey in 1997, which defines emotional intelligence as comprising 4 main abilities. The first ability is recognizing emotions. This skill involves accurately identifying one's own emotions and those of others. It is a fundamental aspect of managing emotions in both oneself and others. The second skill is using emotions to support thinking. This refers to leveraging emotions to enhance cognitive processes. For example, when an employee feels anxious, they can channel that emotion to focus and problem solve effectively. The third skill is understanding emotions. This involves recognizing the circumstances that lead to specific emotions and distinguishing how to manage emotions in different contexts. For instance, an employee might identify that a colleague's anger stems from work pressure rather than personal traits. And the fourth skill is managing emotions. This is the ability to regulate one's own emotions and influence others' emotions, choosing appropriate emotional responses and management strategies as needed. In conflict scenarios, these skills are essential. They enable employees to manage anger, handle situations effectively, and collaborate with colleagues to resolve disagreements constructively. Based on this model, you can enhance employees' EQ skills through the following steps. Step 1 is recognizing emotions. Offer training that helps team members accurately identify their own emotions and those of others. Incorporate role-playing activities or case studies to practice recognizing emotions through verbal and nonverbal cues. Step 2 is supporting thinking. Encourage teams to use emotional awareness to guide their thinking and decision-making. During conflicts, motivate team members to reflect on whether their emotions are influencing their thoughts and actions. Step 3 is understanding emotions. Help team members understand how emotions develop and their impact on decision-making and relationships. For instance, when a member feels upset after receiving feedback, they can pinpoint that the emotion arises from feeling criticized. Addressing the root cause of the issue rather than just the emotion leads to better problem resolution. And step 4 is managing emotions. Equip your team with tools to manage emotions during stressful moments, such as deep breathing exercises, mindfulness practices, or reframe negative thoughts. These techniques help the team stay calm, think clearly, and resolve conflicts effectively. By integrating these strategies into your organization's training programs, you can build an emotionally intelligent workforce capable of thriving in challenging situations and fostering a collaborative, high-performance environment. Through today's podcast, I believe that you have recognized the importance of developing EQ or emotional intelligence skills in conflict resolution, especially in a workplace. When facing conflicts, employees need keen awareness to identify and regulate their own emotions and those of others to arrive at effective solutions. By applying emotional management strategies based on the EQ model, employees can maintain a healthy mindset, improve workplace relationships, and boost motivation. For organizations, investing in programs that support employees in developing emotional management skills will enable them to handle conflicts effectively, reduce employee stress, and foster a cohesive team in a healthy work environment that drives performance. That brings us to the end of today's podcast. I sincerely thank all the businesses and organizations tuning in for your time and attention. Wishing you a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode where we will explore the topic Transformational Leadership: The Secret to Driving Change with Emotional Intelligence.